Hi everyone, welcome back. It's Deborah, and today I thought I'd do some play with some tags and some of my new products that I got. However, the first thing that I want to do is just to say how sorry I was to hear that one of our fellow makers, Rhonda Winstead, that's Rhonda without an H, had passed away from breast cancer. She had her diagnosis, I believe, somewhere around the time that I had my diagnosis, and it was incredibly sad to see her husband give the final update to let us know that she'd passed. So my thoughts and prayers go out to him and her family and her friends and all the fellow makers who followed her on YouTube. Okay, now we'll get on with doing some crafting, which is what we all love to do, including Rhonda. So today, as I said, I'm just going to be playing with some tags. I have some oxide. This is Distress Oxide Ground Espresso, and I've just got my little tool here that I'm just going to do some playing around. I really have no thought on what I want to do. I was trying to find my craft mats and I can't find them, so instead I have a cellophane bag, which I'm hoping will suffice. If I put some oxide on here, I'm hoping I can get it to water down enough that I can splatter with it. So we'll see how that goes. It may be a bit pale. I might have to find something else. Yeah, I think it might be a bit pale, but I might just grab something else, like one of my re-inkers or something like that. I've got actually got my Distress Oxide Spray Ground Espresso, or Espresso, however you say it. So I'll put a bit of that on here. So let's splat with this. It'll be much darker and much better. It's going all over the table, I know that. We'll just clean that up a little bit. Never mind. And then I'll just hit it like that. Yeah, I'm not sure how much of that is going to show through, but we can put some more on later. So I'll keep that to one side to use later. And then I want to play with these. So these are the new collage papers. Let's see what we've got. I like the typography. I don't know if I just need to do the whole thing or not. Oh, this is very cool. Look at this one. Maybe I'll just, okay, maybe I'll just do something like that. Didn't know they had things like that in there. I hadn't really looked at them yet. I just want to cut that one out. I'll just use my brush because that's wet. And hopefully that will wet the paper enough that it will cut it. Yeah, it's pretty good. Better than trying to rip it. Tends to follow the line of the wetness when you do that. Put that back in there. And I might just, actually I'm going to put this on, because when I put it on, and now I need to get a brush for that, the background should disappear quite nicely. I'm actually not using a brush, I'm using my trusty palette knife. Oh, that's probably a bit much, but I'll make it work, don't worry. I'll put some underneath. My palette knife's a bit bent because it's not picking it up straight. Bend that back a bit. I don't think that's going to work. It's in the same shape it's been in for ages. Okay, let's put this on here and see what happens. If I get it under there, it should make it disappear. And some more on top as well. What I want to do is just to get that. I'll just take that little bit off there, and also I want to get this around here because I may want to use this as a tag and put it through on something. That is quite wet. I'll have to let that dry, but I can work on this bottom bit. So you can see some of the splatters through that tissue, just a little bit. And I think that that's okay for now. So the other thing I thought I would put on it would be one of these. Love this little girl. She's ever so cute. Look at her. She'll be like the dad's gone out with the boys and I'm left stuck at home. That doesn't seem fair, does it? This looks like what she's saying to me. Maybe they've sent her a selfie of them in front of the Eiffel Tower, you see, and here she is stuck at home. I need some glue. Quite like that. Yeah, I quite like that. I think I'll just ink this edge because it's very white. I'd have to put it at the top like that because it's kind of hiding the boy if I don't. I think that's okay. I'll stick that one down. And also once she goes on, because I want to put her like there. So I do want some other things to come into her background a bit more. I think that's a bit too big, that one. I need something smaller. Really like a number. I do love numbers on things. I just like typography, that's the thing. So I think maybe the dial rather than the number. Yeah, I don't know if the number will work. So I thought maybe I could do a dial and then I need something straight, but not too big. Maybe something like this. This is quite nice. Not sure if that dial's going to work now. Put that back away, and I've got little things here. Maybe something like this would be better. I think that's better. I think that's smaller and better. It's a matter of trial and error, really, isn't it? Whether something's going to work or not. I do like that 3. And I just wonder if I can put something on here as well. Maybe some of this tape. So I'll stick down the 3. Yes, I'll start putting things down now. It's only a tag. We don't have to fuss too much. They usually turn out okay if you just plonk things, and as long as you're comfortable with where you plonk them, I guess that's part of it. Okay, so I'll put the 3 there. The little girl's going down here. I don't want to cut her pretty bow off though. And that's going there. Tuck this under her. I may cut that bit off. I probably will cut that bit off the side of that. And then I wanted to put some of this tape down. I haven't used this, so this will be fun and exciting. I guess I'm just going to get it up though. Oh, there it is. There's a little bit there. It's so lovely, isn't it, this old tape? Aged tape as it is. Maybe I'll put a piece under there. It's just going to show. It's fine like that. And I'm going to stick her down now. Just going to cut her shoulder off now. I could leave it sticking out, but I actually like it better. Yeah, that looks much better like that, I think. I don't know if I want to take that off or not. I think I'm going to leave that little tag on there, the one that's just poking out. But I would still like something more. Maybe I need another piece of that tape or something. See what else I can find in my little bag of tricks. Oh, what about if I use one of these new stamps? I think I'd have to use something in a neutral colour because there's no colour on this at all. I wonder if I can just poke that up under her head there. Oh yes, I can. Look at that. Probably needs to go down a bit under her shoulder. And again, just turn it over and trim her little head thing off too, part of a bow. And I will put a bit of tape on there too. If I've got a small piece, I do. This piece here. This is very cool. I'm very happy with these. I think they're very cool, very nice. So if I put that there, I'll just lift her slightly to get this under. Ah, it doesn't want to go. It doesn't want to go where I want it to go. It wants to go where it wants to go. And that's just not on. Not on at all. Oh, there you go. Actually, in the end, that looks quite cool. How's that looking? Yep. I would like something up there too, but I don't know if I'm going to put anything up there. I think that's fine. I think that's fine. I might make another one now. I might get on a roll and make a few. Okay, let's have a look at another one. And again, I will just ink those edges to start with. I think that's always like a go-to for me. Ink the edges, make it a bit grungy to start with, and it seems to come together a little bit better. I'm not sure if the splat did anything on this one. I might have to just splat that again, especially up here. Let's put that in camera. Oh, I'm splatting the other one too at the same time. Getting 2 for 1 there. Let's get a bit more on my... Let's just get some off her face. I think that's even better. Now it's splat. I don't know if I need to wipe it up, although this is coated, so it's probably not going to stick to her anyway, or that. I should have just left the splat at the top there, how it was. Oh, hang on, I need a bit more water, I think. There you go. As I said, that is coated, the 3, it's one of the layers, so it's coated, or one of whatever the ones are that are coated. I think that's fine. It's even better than it was with more splats on it. For me, I like the grungy look. So where's my other tag? As I said, I got some of the splats on here when I was splatting the other one. It doesn't matter. Oh, well, that's just the way it is, isn't it? Now, I thought this time I might like to use one of my pictures, one of these photos. They're so cool, these photos, aren't they? Oh, look at that one. That's very cool. They're quite big though, but I think if I turn it on its side like this, I need to put a background on, obviously. But if I turn it on the side like that, I think it'll be fine. Now, oh, I didn't put a saying on that other one. I always like to have something. Let's see. I like this one for her. I think that it's like, you know, she's been made a promise and it hasn't worked out. It says, how much better would life be if Eliza's pants really did catch on fire? It's quite funny. All right, we'll chop this off. I promise I'll be finished with this tag then. There you go. That's even better. And of course, because I've cut that, it's now got a white edge that I have to ink. There you go, that's inked. Right, that really is done now. We'll move that to one side and keep going. I like this saying too. That moment when you hear someone else call your best friend their best friend and you're like, no. That might be good for this one. So I'll have to first of all find something else to put on the background here. I suppose I could use the rest of one of this, or maybe I quite like that. just to grunge this up a little bit. I'm looking for my, oh, here it is. I was looking for my palette knife then. And I'll try not to put as much on. This stuff just comes out a bit fast. That's why I put too much on before. I'll start with some of this at the top. You're wondering why I'm using this, which is the matte medium. It's because it dries and you can, you know, it clears the tissue. The tissue paper goes to the background with it. That's why I'm using that. And Tim Holtz does make a version of this. I don't have any. I buy this Liquitex stuff because it comes in a nice big bottle, and I can get it here at the art store. Not that I've bought anything for so long from the art store because I haven't been doing anything. And when that dries, you'll see the image. I'll show you back on this one. See how you can't really see that there's any white background on there as such because it's drying now. So it's just the image that comes forward, not the background, not the white tissue paper. It doesn't have to be these. Any tissue paper works like that. Pop that over there and see what else we've got to play with here. You know, I like those, I bought some of those big, not the paper strips, the collage strips. I might see where they are. These ones here. And my new filing system seems to be going quite well so far. And this is the first time I've played with it, so sort of taking it on trust that it will work. And I'll try and do a bit of colour this time. I'm not big on colour. I might try and do a bit. I do like these colours because they're very muted and vintage, but you know, I do tend to do everything very monotone. Just a habit, I think. It's what I like. It's what I naturally am drawn toward. I'll pop those back in, and I think this one, I like to have this so that it's not quite so square. Maybe what I'll do is I'll just tear it. I'll save that bit. I can use that bit elsewhere. And I've got the little ones as well. These ones. I did get these in a different size as well, but I think I'll hunt down something like this. Well, they're all different widths. That's good, isn't it? Little ones and big ones. Maybe that one, and something that's a bit bigger. Oh, there's a pink one. Oh, that'll go well. This one. So I'm thinking that there, and then this one beside it there, and then this one beside that right on the edge there. But because I don't need all of those, I could chop them off because I'm only going to need a little bit, or I could just leave them underneath. But I do want to rip the top. I'm going to rip it at that similar sort of an angle to what that one's ripped. And I will put it down a little bit. So let's get this stuck on. I thought I'd done that already, but I hadn't. So we better get started with sticking. Because I've put the glue on and now I want to put some edge on that, but it still worked. I've just managed to do that. Typical. Always doing stuff before I really should have done it. And we'll get this one down. And that, I'm going to sit that one slightly below like that. And then this one, I'm going to just leave it as is and put it all the way to the top like that. Just, yeah. And then I will trim. And trim off here too. Now this bit I'll put back in the box because I can use that for something else, along with the top bit that I ripped off before, but those bits can go in the bin. That's looking quite good like that. I wanted to get all of these women in, and I'm going to use some more of my tape to kind of stick the photo down as well. What else can I put on here though to make it a bit, you know, brighten it up a bit? Well, not so much brighten it up, but to make it, you know, to have some more layers on it. Let's see. Actually, I could do I was thinking I could do another photo, but that's going to hide most of what I've put on there then, isn't it? I could go to a smaller photo perhaps and do some other things on it. This one might be too small though now. Yeah, that's a bit small, I think. I was thinking of having two, you know, different photos, like something peeking out, but that's not going to work. Let's see. No, that's definitely not going to work. I think I need to put something down. I want to leave the date, and I definitely want to leave the picture of the two ladies. So we'll stick this down and then we'll work out what else is going to go on. Just maybe like that. I've cut it now, so it's all too late if I don't like it. I'll just ink that edge a little bit first. I think that's going to help tremendously. And we'll also put some tape down. How big a tape do I need? Maybe this one here. Oh, these are a bit hard to get up. Bend the paper. There you go. Got to bend the background a bit. Yeah, very cool. This is just wonderful, isn't it? And what else? I need something. I was going to put a saying on, wasn't I? I was. I wouldn't mind a little bit more tape up there. Maybe just a little bit like that, and then I can cut it off and stick the rest back into the packet. See how that looks. And I think that I can put this back in here. Let's see, why not? It's just a sticker really, isn't it? Got mess everywhere as usual. Let me push all this out of the way. And got a little bit there, and that's kind of sticking out. I don't know why. Just trim that again. I would like that saying. I don't know where I'm going to put that saying though. I think it's going to be too big. If I put it here, I suppose I could just pop it there and see what that looks like. just tentatively put that down. How does that look? Actually, I don't mind that. I think that can go down there. I would like it a bit straighter though. There you go. I don't know if it's going to stick to that sticker. Probably not. Bit of glue. Sticking to the the tape. The actual faux sticky tape, as we call it. Sellotape, whatever you call it. I think. And I just feel like it needs something else, don't you? It's just one, you know, one little thing missing. What could it be? Let's see what we can think of. Okay, we'll give it some thought and we'll see how it goes. But I might make some more of these, I think. Maybe not today, but I certainly think I'll push on and try and make some more of these because I think that they're very cute. And, you know, you can make a pocket out of these, put them in the journal, and that could be a, you know, you could have it as a pocket. So you could just keep two sides of it open. If you put it top and bottom, it can be a belly band. You could push something through it. You could even put a little thing on it so it could be a flip. You could have them back to back like this and make a little page flip. You probably want to put it on that side because I've got that thing sticking out. But there's an idea. Maybe I'll do that next time. So for the moment, that's it from me. So this is Deborah. Thanks for watching. Cheers.